Hi guys, it's Mrs. Garcia. I am sitting in my bedroom while my baby is napping because I have to be really quiet. And I wanted to do a little read aloud for you guys today. So I decided to choose a book that has to do with a lot of different animals. And this book is kind of cool because it doesn't tell you what animal is coming until we lift the flap. So I want you to help me figure out what animal we're going to find on each page. So we have to look at the clues in the pictures and the clues in the words. So are you ready? Okay. So the name of our book is Peekaboo Animals. And we see some animals on the front that might be in our story. We see a dog. What's this? It says meow. It's a cat. And we have a mouse with some cheese. So let's see, they might be in this story with us. I see a cozy basket on a fireside mat. Look inside and you will find an animal called a... So we look here, we have a bowl with a fish on it, some water, a ball of yarn, some toys. What kind of animal do you think this is? Well, it rhymes with mat. It's a cat. Yep. Cats love to play with their little toys and yarn. They're very playful. I see a pet's house made from a wooden log. Look inside and you will find an animal called a... Well, the animal obviously lives outside in this house and it drinks water from a bowl. Ooh, maybe it likes to play with some balls. And I've seen these before. What animal tugs on that with its mouth? You play with it. Let's see. What do you think it is? It's a dog. Yep. Some dogs do stay outside in dog houses. My dog does not. It stays inside and it has a little bed. Let's see the next animal. I see a little doorway to a hidden house. Look inside and you will find an animal called a... Well, what animal lives in the wall? That's kind of weird and is really small because our blocks are only this big. So if its door is almost the same size as the block, then it's a really little animal. Let's see. I think it might be a mouse. Mice are very little. And sometimes they do live in the walls, which is not a good thing for mommy and daddy in the house. I see some lovely coral. This is coral. And plants that sway and swish. I'm reading backwards. It's a little hard, sorry. And plants that sway and swish. Look behind and you will find an animal called a... Well, this looks like a tank full of water. What are these? These are little shrimp. And we have little snails. So we know our animal lives underwater and rhymes with the word swish. So it must be a fish. Isn't that cool? He lives in the coral. Lots of fish live in the coral like Nemo. He lives in a sea anemone, but they live on the sea anemones live on the coral. I'm just gonna do this. I see a bushy tail and a fluffy curl. Look behind and you will find an animal called a... So, I see a bushy tail and a fluffy curl. So here's the tail. It's got a little acorn in it. Oh, and it looks like he lives in a tree and he's put in lots of acorns, so he must eat them. What animal do we see run up and down trees really, really fast? They're gray, they have bushy tails, They are squirrels. Squirrels live in trees. I see a nest of eggs. Shh, don't say a word. Look inside and you will find an animal called a... Well, this one should be easy. What animal makes a nest and lays eggs? And has to get up into a tree, so maybe it flies. A bird. Oh, look at the babies they hatched. 2 babies. I see a pot for gardening and there's a wiggly trail. Look behind and you will find an animal called a... there's a pot for gardening and a wiggly trail. So something came from all the way over here. Oh my goodness. And got into the pot. Let's see. Snail. Snails move very slow and they usually leave a trail of sticky stuff. Or if they're in the sand, you can see where they came from. I see a tasty picnic with a lemonade jug. Look behind and you will find an animal called a... Well, let's think. When we have picnics with all this yummy food, what kind of animals show up? Well, I see a spider here. And I see little ants. That's what my guess was, ants. Do you think there's a big ant behind here? Let's see. A bug. Well, all of these are bugs. What kind of bug is this? A ladybug. She has spots. That's how we can tell. She's red with spots. Or he. I see something in a hole that has a munching habit. Look inside and you will find an animal called a... Well, he lives by the farm with carrots and lettuce. And it looks like he dragged a little carrot into his house. What animal likes carrots and munches? A rabbit. Look at all those carrots. Rabbits actually dig holes in the side of little hills and to keep warm and have their babies. So he lives on the side of this hill in a hole. We're on to our last animal. I think you guys can guess this one. I see a furry friend, an 8-legged web rider. Look around and you will find an animal called a... Well, it makes a web and it's furry with 8 legs. It's a spider. And look, he likes to live somewhere where it's underground. Ooh, what's that? It's a bat. Bat. Yep. And that's the end of our story. We found a lot of animals. Do you remember the animals we found? We found a cat, a dog. I can look back through. What lived in the wall? A mouse. Yeah. Let me do this. Let me make you guess. What about this one? A bird. Yep, a bird. And then I remember finding a spider and a ladybug and a snail and a squirrel. Oh, and a fish. We forgot our fish. He lives in the tank in the water. So, if you guys like that story, it's one of Mia's favorites and mine because I love being able to take clues from the story and the pictures and figure out what's either going to happen next or what animal is hiding. So I hope you guys really liked it, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy. And I miss you very much, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.